But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics as they play against the Philadelphia 76ers. I'm Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. We've got Tyrese Maxey, Oubre out there with George. Then it's Joel Embiid, and it's Grimes in at the 2 spot. And for Boston, the wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Down on the block, it's Tatum with Kata, and it's Simons in at the 1. On paper, this game looks one-sided, GA, but you never know in the NBA, do you? As they say, anything can happen.
Yeah, that means just so much talent in the league. If one or two guys get hot, this could end up being an upset. The difference between good teams and bad is razor thin.
Embiid, and Tatum pulls it down.
And give the defense credit. He was met at the rim.
And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Brushing off the contact. Look, the dude is strong. When he gets in there, it's easy. That's an easy bucket.
Rebound, Boston.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Tatum. Great D that time from Oubre. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Pass to Grimes. And it's blocked. And they recover it. Second chance shot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
The size and skills of Embiid, look, it just makes him a tough cover. Sometimes you just got to foul the big fella.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks. Well, Joel Embiid rarely wanted to share all of his cards, but coming off of what he called the most important offseason of his life, he said he cares about how he'll be remembered in the game of basketball, and he understands what remains to be done.
Chasing that ring. And Shams, we appreciate the report.
A scoring machine. There's just no shot Embiid's afraid to take.
And Embiid drops them both. Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds and move like he did, not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
Now Grimes, after Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer. 3-on-3. Here's Kata, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Now, here's Maxey. Driving the lane. And slam dunk by Maxey.
I just love the pace that Maxey plays at, constantly applying pressure to the defense.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. I asked, what do you do about Tyrese Maxey, a guy who can spark plays out of thin air? Coach let me in on their strategy, saying, I'm trying to keep someone in front of him all night. I don't want Maxey seeing the shots he wants or the passing lanes he's looking for. It's a tough assignment, but Coach says he's got the right guys for the job. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Clock at 6. Lets the three fly. They get it again. Another shot. Embiid, no good. And Simons has got the ball here for the Celtics. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Ring shot on the way. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Grimes. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
And the slick pass from George set that up well. He has such a natural instinct for where to send the ball.
Now here's Tatum. Oubre pulls it in. The 76ers leading. Pass to Grimes. This one for three. Drills the three-pointer. Grimes has got his second bucket of the night.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
It's time for Dance Dance. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves. Get down. To the left feet there. Let's see those dance moves.
Sam Hauser's checked in for Boston. Richard comes in for Anthony Simons.
Substitution.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Trendon Watford's checked in for Kelly Oubre. Edwards comes in for George. Edgecombe, he's checked in for Quentin Grimes. And Jared McCain subbed in for Maxey. Here's Hauser. Connects from three-point range.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they're just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending. He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
1:31 left in the first quarter. Pass to Embiid. Oh, that's blocked. McCain against Pritchard. Doesn't go that time. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Inside. And the dunk by Embiid.
Defense looks helpless against Embiid on that slam. He's just too physical.
Celtics trail by 4. To the inside. Here's Queta. That one doesn't go. Good D by Embiid. Here's Edwards. Out to the right wing. Pass to Watford. Embiid with the screen on Pritchard. Lets it go from deep. And Joel Embiid hits from deep. Embiid's got 7 points.
Look, and he knows he has the green light. Embiid's kind of attitude in these moments just makes him even more lethal.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Garza's checked in, and Chris Boucher's subbed in for Jason Tatum. And then for Philadelphia, Bona's checked in, and Maxey subbed in for Edwards. Maxey against Pritchard. They set the pick. And Tyrese Maxey, good for 3. Maxey's got his second basket of the night.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
And so it's Philadelphia going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
Taking a look at the 76ers. A perimeter pair will see Edgecombe and McClain. Then there's Maxey. Then there's Trendon Watford. And it's Bona in at the center position. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks a lot. The Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, the closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control. Things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you. Guys?
Staying dialed in. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. And Philadelphia has possession. After the miss from Derek White. Misses from close range. Richard, one thing we see in this league, teams changing coaches much more often than they change the GMs.
Yeah, one guy picks the players, the other guy coaches the players. Seems like a shared responsibility, but the job security, well, that's not equal.
Clock is at 3. Pritchard way outside. Can't connect from long distance. The 76ers leading by 9. And there's the drive. A nice shot by McCain.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Comes in for Pritchard. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Embiid's checked in. And Simons has got the ball here for the Celtics. 11-point game. The Celtics have been a title contender for years now. So, RJ, what do you attribute that to?
Well, their talent level has been off the charts. But something else you can point to is their defense. The Celtics have been an elite defensive team for over a decade.
Explosive in that painted area. Edgecombe can just rise above any type of resistance.
Pass to Hauser. Nice ball movement by Boston. And here's Brown outside. Boston again missing. Philadelphia leading by 13. To the paint. Here's Maxey. And Boston with the rebound. Over in the corner, White. Back to Simons. Simons with the screen on McCain. To stop the drought. He can't get that one. Some solid defense from Maxey. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Pass to Embiid. Embiid the screen. Shot clock at 5. McCain's shot is off.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Simon. Hasn't made one yet. Fires from deep. That does not fall. Still looking for his first basket after 3 shots. To the middle, and stolen by Simon. Here's White, and White slams it in.
Oh, running it up the floor. Simons goes all out to win that fast break.
The 76ers leading by 11. Maxey passes to Watford.
2 minutes remaining.
Down low, Boucher with the steal. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown running the floor.
Nobody's going to catch Brown in the open court like that. Nobody.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
All right, Celtics fans, give it up for Celtics Entertainment.
Some changes here for the Celtics. Mars is checked in, and it's Tatum in for Sam Hauser. Then for the 76ers, George is checked in for Trendon Watford. Kelly Oubre comes in for Maxey, and it's Quentin Grimes in for Edgecombe. And it's the 76ers with the ball. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Grimes. No good on the triple. Celtics trail by 9. When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
Now here's Embiid. He's got 7. George with no one around. Traps in the tray. George has got his first 3 points of the game.
And what a smooth three-point shot. George has worked hard to develop that stroke.
Outside, Simon. Lays it up off the glass.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Here's Grimes. 5 points in the game. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
It's near impossible trying to guard Embiid in the pick and roll. He's just so clever.
36 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Simons surveying the D. 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Pass to Grimes. Back to McCain. Embiid from outside. And Pritchard pulls it down. And Simons has it in the corner. It's up a 3. Good on the triple. Simons has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Celtics. That'll do it for the first half. 76ers lead by 9. Now we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Joel, you got out to an early lead. A lot to like in your performance thus far. What have you liked about it?
Oh, I thought we played great. Defensively, I know that I had someone behind me if I made a mistake that was going to protect the win. I thought we did great.
Thanks, Joel. Guys?
Thanks, Allie. Much appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the third quarter underway in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Joel Embiid with a strong contribution in this one.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
The way to limit those offensive boards, it's just effort, guys. Whoever is guarding him has to get to position and beat him to the spot.
Dynamic duo of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. Anthony Simons out there with White. And it's Queta in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Here's Simons. Clock at 4. The 3 from Tatum. Paul George grabs the miss. And so George will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Pass to Maxey. Here's the 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. And the plan going into last season for the Sixers, Richard, was win now around their veterans. Now they have some great younger talent, too.
And with the health of Embiid and Paul George, a change to the younger players is not a bad idea, but it's still a tough decision.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Joel Embiid is trying to stay on the court, and to that end, he's lost weight and he's embraced wearing a knee brace. He said it's the right thing to do, giving me the support for the rest of my career. It may not look as good as it used to with the jab or the pull-up and all of that stuff, but it'll still work. Back to you.
You got it, trying to stay healthy. Thanks a lot, Allie. Philadelphia leading by 7. And Grimes has it in the corner. Pass to Maxey. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Tatum with a screen on Maxey. Simons from outside. Oubre pulls it in. Philadelphia's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Oubre on the wing. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. From deep, George. Pass to Grimes. George against Brown. Beyond the arc. George, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Simons, the pass to Tatum. Crafty move. Driving in. And it's good on the way in.
Tatum's become very good at finding high-percentage shots, driving hard, not just settling for jumpers.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Time to make some noise for Boston's own Celtics Entertainment.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Grimes. High post, Embiid. Tatum against Oubre. Here's Grimes. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Grimes has got 7 points.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Pass to Tatum. Simons from outside. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Maxey. Oubre outside. And finished off by Oubre.
And the leaping ability of Oubre Jr. When he gets inside, this guy's determined to finish.
In general, RJ, how would you describe Kelly Oubre's value to a franchise?
We know what Oubre provides a team. He's a versatile player who adds length. When he's aggressive on the offensive end, his slashing and movement can cause problems.
Pritchard, he's checked in for the Celtics. Jared McCain's checked in for Philadelphia. Philadelphia leading by 6. Bounce pass, Maxey. Grimes nailed from three-point land. 10 points for him.
Heads up on the money pass by Maxey. Great vision.
Brown outside. Pass to Tatum. The Celtics working the ball around now. Pritchard against Maxey. 5 to shoot. Boston needs to get off a shot. And it's White missing. The 76ers have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. George looking over the floor. Pass to Embiid. The big man Embiid converts inside.
A gifted interior scorer. When Embiid establishes himself down there, he is almost automatic.
The screen from Brown. And here is Tatum. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Now, here's Maxey. He has 5. Now, McCain. Pass to Grimes. Embiid with the screen on Brown. Shot by Grimes. No good. Celtics trail by 8. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Three-pointer, Pritchard. It's hauled in by George. And so George will bring it up for the 76ers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Grimes passes to Maxey. Now Embiid. Good. And that's 13 points for Joel Embiid.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We come back right after this. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. The 76ers leading by 10. On the court for Philadelphia to start the 4th. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Jared McCain is out there with Trendon Watford. And it's Bono in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Pritchard against Maxey. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Brown against McCain. Three-pointer. Brown, no good. Philadelphia shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them.
And doesn't like to see an exciting rookie making plays for his team. Edgecombe knows he needs to be a guy who facilitates for their offense.
Outside, Simon. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. There's the pick. Pass to Bona. Back to McCain. The 76ers need to get off a shot. The shot by Watford, no good. Celtics trail by 13. Now, here's Simon. Shoots the three. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
The 76ers leading by 11. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He has decided it's the right time to talk.
Attention Celtics fans, coming onto the floor now is Celtics Entertainment. Make some noise for them.
Boston making a switch here. Kate is checked in. The 76ers also with a sub. Embiid's checked in. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, guys.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Watford. To the wing right side. Embiid wide open. The good-looking shot from the wing. And the 76ers lead by 13. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Hauser the pass to Simons. Here's Pritchard. He's covered by Maxey. Shot clock at 3. Again, Simons missing.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
And slam dunk by Watford.
Such great feel for the game and where his teammates are. Maxey letting his basketball IQ take over.
Outside Brown takes the 3. Can't get it. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. With the shot. Rebounded by Brown. Boston's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Outside, Simons. Embiid with the steal. McCain with the ball. Picked up by Brown. Here's Maxey.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Embiid sets the pick for Edgecombe. Now Embiid from 19. 16, that one goes.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter.
Get ready to dance like everyone's watching. You're gonna dance like everyone's watching. Bring those moves.
Boston making some changes. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Sam Hauser. And it's White in for Pritchard. Then for the 76ers, Kelly Oubre's checked in for Trendon Watford. George comes in for Jared McCain. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Edgecombe. Brown deciding where to go with it. Now here's Tatum. Oubre with the steal. Here's Maxey. Here's Embiid. Shot clock at 6. Embiid can't get it to go. Celtics trail by 17.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Philadelphia.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage, plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Joel Embiid.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
No good from 3. Now the 76ers with it. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Embiid with a screen on Simons. Embiid inside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 20.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Paul, what a great team effort defensively. What were the points of emphasis?
You know, we do a great job of helping one another and being in gaps. And, you know, if we're going to get beat, it's going to have to be, you know, beaten by contested shots and the ball being swung. You know, so that's what we have to do. We have to sit down, guard guys, and, you know, make them play on the offensive end as a team.
Defense certainly has to be a full team effort, and it paid off tonight. Thanks, Paul.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. And now we present the player of the game, Joel Embiid.